Hello, everybody. It's John Corelli, your average guy with his average opinions. This is episode 25. Happy January 25th. I'm trying to stay on point, man. I still got 340 of these to go. That's my goal. Do one every day for the whole year. I just got done watching, the AFC Championship game. I bitched earlier about the NFC Championship game. I guess I have to cheer for Kansas City. I never want a team to repeat unless it's the Broncos, and I really do not want Brady to win another one. So I got to cheer for Kansas City, which is okay. I think it could be a really good Super Bowl, but that's not what I came to talk about. That's just general. That's just what's happening next. I did come to talk about um, my existence in this football crazy world and my lifetime of Super Bowls and my experiences with it. Because I love football. I've loved football since I was 7 years old. I was. It's kind of funny. I was conceived right around the first Super Bowl. First Super Bowl was Kansas City versus Green Bay in 1967. I was born in September of 67, so I'm just going to say that I was conceived on the Super Bowl because that would make a lot of sense because I love football so much. I think the first Super Bowl I ever saw was Super Bowl 10, Steelers Cowboys. They played twice in, I think, 3 years. A couple of classics, really good games. Steelers won both of them by four. One was The Catch by Lynn Swan. I remember watching that as a kid. First Broncos Super Bowl was a couple of years later, Super Bowl 12, where they played horribly. Um, they had a great year. They went 12-2. It was one of the last years that they had a 14-game season. I think maybe 78 or 79 was the last one. And then I think in 80 they started playing 16 games, but went 12-2, played really well, beat the Raiders in the AFC Championship game 20-17. Then went down to New Orleans to play the Cowboys, who had been a very good team for the past probably decade, really, and lost badly, 27-10. But now let's get into the really bad years. Elway becomes quarterback in '83. He carries that team on his back the entire, probably the first 10 years of his career. It goes pretty well. I mean, he ends up, when he retires, he has the most wins of any quarterback in history, which has been surpassed by now by Brady, maybe Breeze, and I think Favre. But so Elway brings him to the Super Bowl 21, I believe, and that's against the Giants. And oh, but by the way, they beat Cleveland to go to that. Beat Cleveland in the AFC Championship game to go to that. That was the first time I got super drunk. They won. It was called the drive. They had the ball at the 3 yard line after a mishandled kickoff. Uh, Drove 97 yards, scored a touchdown, tie it at 20, and then won the game in overtime. Controversially, because the field goal did not look good, but they called it good. Broncos go to the Super Bowl, get waxed 39-20 in a game they were up 10-9. By the way, um, that was the big Phil Simms game where he just waxed us in the second half. Next year we go again. Looks pretty good. We are 4-point favorites against the Washington Redskins. We are up 10-0. We score the fastest touchdown in Super Bowl history at the time. We get the ball like on the 46, and Elway hits a bomb to Ricky Nattiel for a touchdown. Very first play of the game, our first offensive play. They score another field goal. It's 10-0 at the end of the first quarter. Things are looking good. Washington proceeds to score on every possession, not just score, the touchdown, every possession, all 5 possessions. You shouldn't even get 5 possessions in a quarter. They got 5 possessions scored. It was 35-10 at half. They went on to win 42-10, and the Broncos are starting to become a Super Bowl joke now. They're 0-3, and they're getting beat successively worse in each of them. The next year is a good Super Bowl, Cincinnati, San Francisco, the classic one where San Francisco won it with 34 seconds left. It was like, I can't remember the score. It was like 28-24, something like that. Really good Super Bowl. Then the Broncos come back again, beat Cleveland again, beat Cleveland 3 times to go to 3 Super Bowls, which they get waxed in. And by the way, and they go to, they have to play San Francisco again. San Francisco is a juggernaut. They beat us 55-10. And maybe some of you have seen the joke about that, where on The Simpsons, where Elway dives into the end zone, and then they show the score, and it's like 44-7, and we've just scored the 7. That was pretty much how that Super Bowl was. I remember it very well because my mother said, "I'm gonna have a party. I'm gonna have a Super Bowl party." I go, "Mom, please don't." I think they were underdogs by 20 points. It was a ridiculous spread. Uh, it was funny because the week before in Sports Illustrated, the week before the Super Bowl, Elway said, "We'll show up." That was the cover that I might still have that. I kept a few Sports Illustrated. I used to collect them, and I think I still have that one where we'll show up. Okay, let's do that. So then we get to the 90s, and we start, and then now we're a juggernaut, right? In 97, 98, we go to a Super Bowl where we're once again not favored, but we beat Green Bay. Super Bowl almost went into overtime, a really good one, really good Super Bowl. Um, and then the following year now the Broncos are a true juggernaut. They're 14-2, could have gone 16-0. Really had a good shot at being that team, and then they beat Atlanta pretty well. I think 34-19 in that game. And then the last couple we've been a little wonky. Well, one's good, one's bad, right? We've been in 8 total. Not too many teams have been to 8. New England's been to the most, and we're in a good group. The Broncos are with the Cowboys, the Steelers, I believe the Packers, that have been to 7 or more Super Bowls, and we've won 3 of them. So we won those back to backs. That's so we're up to 5 Super Bowls total after the 0-3, then 2 more. Then we who do we play? Oh God, sorry. Seattle. That was disaster. Best offense versus the best defense, and we lose 43-8. And then a few years later, we go again. We win. So I'm missing a Super Bowl somewhere, but that's okay. Doesn't matter, really. No, who cares? I'm just babbling anyway, which is what I do on a lot of these. I'm going to take a second, and I'm going to do what I don't usually do on these videos. I'm get up, and I'm going to see, because it's right here in my closet, see if I have that Sports Illustrated, because I think it's hilarious. I should have got it before, but I'm not prepared. I'm an average guy. I do average guy stupid shit. 1 second. Why, thank you for your patience. How kind are you? So I got a bunch of Sports Illustrateds here. Let's see if I can find the one where Elway says we'll show up. Ha ha ha! I got it. I love it. So there you go. Yeah, I can probably see the date on there. Hopefully it's on there somewhere. I can't. It's hard for me to tell in the reflection. Yeah, January 22nd, 1990. There it is. Yeah. Will show up. They showed up. It's still the worst, by far, the worst Super Bowl spanking in the history of Super Bowls. Yeah, my mom had a party. Poor mom. She didn't know what she was doing. The food was good, so okay. Looking forward to this next one. I think this is going to be a good one. Like I said, got to cheer for Kansas City. Because I'm sorry. Tom Brady, got all my respect. Even though I bitched about you in the last video, you still are the best quarterback in the history of quarterbacks. I still think you've gotten some freebies, but you're 43 and you're still playing, and you're still playing at a very high level. So this is kind of an homage or an apology for the last video. Now, I've kind of done some bullshit videos, as you guys can see lately. I've just been kind of babbling and talking. Maybe all 25 of these, you feel that way. Trying to improve myself, trying to do more reading, trying to get my brain going again, because frankly, at 53, I'm having way too many senior moments, and I shouldn't be having them. Trying to eat better, just trying to do better. And if you don't do that, you should always be trying to do that. But if you don't have moments in your life where you do that, you're going to become bitter. I went to my dad's today, as I mentioned in a couple of my past videos, and he's not happy. He's going to die miserable, and it's a sad thing. And when you're a white American male, you've got the best opportunity on this planet in the history of everything to have a good life, and I do. So I'm going to enjoy it. Here's what's coming up. A little preview for next time since I'm running out of talking points. Okay. Here we go, guys. Let's get controversial, shall we? There's been a very controversial election in Russia. Many of you may know about it, where Putin won, and it looks like the Russian state tried to poison his opponent. The guy lived, but yeah, so that's very controversial. But here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm working on next. I am going to work on read the Communist Manifesto. I haven't read it since college. It's 4 parts, so I'm going to do one part each night for Tuesdays through Fridays episodes. That'll be episodes 26 through 29. Yeah, it'll be interesting. Kind of on board with these philosophies, in case you didn't know. All right, you guys have a great week. I will talk to you the rest of the week. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening to this old goofy man babble. Have a great week. Peace, love, all that good stuff. Football. Bye.